Hello folks, back again with another, believe it or not, string review. Haven't done one of these in a while, but I think these strings are worthy of a review. And I've been using these on my Martin guitar. Let's see, I wrote this down the 1st of September of 2021 of last year. I've had these on that long. These are finally starting to lose their tone, so I probably should have changed these about a month, maybe 2 months ago. But as of right now, that's September, October, November, December, and now we're January, so about 3 months. Depending on how long you play, I would suggest these will probably last you a month and a half, maybe even 2 months. And that is the Ernie Earthwood acoustic medium light gauge. That's what I'm using. Okay. And I always do this. I always take one of the packs of the strings, come in, and I write on the back what date I put it on. I put them on or I installed them. And you can't really see that, but it's washed out. But it's the 1st of September. And the way I do it, I'll always put it on the next day. If it's like after 5 or 6 o'clock, I always count it as putting them on the next day because it just doesn't. I'm not going to play the guitar pretty much the rest of the day. So anyway, that you see that on the screen there. Earthwood acoustic phosphor bronze is what I'm using, and these are 12 to 54. Those are medium lights. So the light's on the bottom, and it gets more of a medium gauge as you get up here. Now the medium, this is not true medium light. Medium light, the top should be, I think, 56. But for me, for this guitar, it feels nice. And the reason I wanted to do a review on these particular strings is because they have kept their tone amazingly. For the most part, when I do it, and these are uncoated, for the most part, when I do an uncoated string, I find out that the tone just dies. It wears out really quickly. And I've done several reviews of different strings that are uncoated on this channel. And you should be able to find those. If you just go to my gear review page or playlist or my string review playlist, you can find all things string related. If you do a search for string review on my channel, you can find all kinds of different strings that I review. But to me, these sound full. The E string is one of the big determinators, if you want to call it that, of if a string is going to last a while and if it says good, if it sounds good. So if I take this, to me that's full, it's rich, it's broken in, it's not as bright as it normally would be when you put them on, but it doesn't go and just like die. Most of these string companies, when you play a string and it is uncoated and you play that low E string, it just has a quick brilliance. And then just like you put a pillow over the guitar's sound hole or something. I mean, it just dies out. With these strings, I'm happy to say these have lasted a long time, and I will probably continue using these because I haven't had to change the strings. I'm happy with the tone. And I've also done a lot of pick reviews, and right now I'm still using the Dunlop Prime Tone, the ones that have like the grip on them. I love them. The triangle pick, and these are 1.5 millimeters. Been using these for a year, maybe even a couple years now, and I haven't switched. I just love them. They have a lot to do with tone, but trust me, these strings have a good sound to them. So let's do a little bit of playing, and then we'll go over some of the description of what the Ernie strings are all about. Okay, I'm gonna leave this image on the screen so you can see it, and I may even scoot over just a little bit so you can see what's going on. Let me grab my little footstool thing. That's much better. And now we can kind of see what's going on. I haven't played guitar bluegrass in a while, so just bear with me. Let's see. There's a little lick I wanted to try to work on there. There we go. sound, bright tone. Now, I can't vouch for their 80-20 bronze because I don't play 80-20 bronze. I don't like the sound of them. To me, they sound a little bit more warmer, even though the whole thing across the board is always that phosphor bronze is warmer sounding and 80-20 bronze is brighter sounding. I don't buy that. I've tried both of them. I like the way phosphor bronze sound. They give me that nice snap that I need from a bluegrass tone, and they last a lot longer. I've always found that the tone lasts a lot longer. There's more copper, I think, in the phosphor bronze. There's like 90% versus the 80%, I think. And for me, that just has a better sound and a longer lasting tone, especially for uncoated strings. You definitely owe it to yourself to check out these Earthwood Ernie Ball acoustic guitar strings. You can find those links below, but the main one to go to is ericbeatty.com/shop, and that helps out the channel. Every time you buy something from there, I get a little kickback off of that site, and I appreciate it. And you can buy other things there. You don't have to buy just strings, all kinds of stuff that are available to you. So let's take a look real quick at what the description says that these strings have, and I hope I've set this up right. All right, so you should be able to see this. Earthwood medium light phosphor bronze acoustic guitar strings. It's a mouthful. The 12 to 54 gauge Ernie Ball Earthwood phosphor acoustic bronze strings are made from 92%. That's what it is. 92% copper, 7.7% tin, and 0.3% phosphorus. Wire wrapped around a tin-plated hex-shaped steel core wire. And that's kind of the going thing, is to have a hex core wire. These strings have a light orange gold color and provide a mellow ringing sound with excellent clarity, gauges 12 to 54. And I will agree with that. They do have a nice ringing sound. They ring out. They don't die. The tone does not die. And for my playing, this is exactly the style of strings that I would like to play if they're uncoated. And to me, that's another thing that I really like about this and enjoy about it is, let me hide this here. Another site, let me see if I can find another site. They say about these strings, rich expressive sound, excellent clarity, made in California, USA, featuring the finest and freshest materials. And the Element Shield packaging promotes string life and keeps the strings as fresh as the day they were made. So a lot of companies have been doing that. That's no big deal there. But I will agree that they do sound lush and brilliant. But I also will say that for an uncoated string, these feel surprisingly slick and not a lot of string squeak. I'm one to use a lot of finger lubricants. This is Tone Finger Ease. I use that a lot, mainly for my electrics, sometimes for my acoustics. I also have the Dunlop maintenance kit that has the little squeegee thing that you run across the strings. I haven't had to do that with this guitar much at all that I can think of, because they just feel natural. My fingers don't get caught on them. Really impressed with these strings. I've got a few more strings that I have bought that I'd like to try out, and I've been doing a lot more experimentation on this guitar because I use it mainly for just practicing or songwriting or stuff like that. I don't really use it to gig with that much at all. But if you are in the mood to find yourself some strings, click that link below, ericbeatty.com/shop, and give these strings a try. I paid for these with my own money. I'm not endorsed by Ernie Ball or anything like that. I would like to be. That would be awesome. But as for right now, I'm not. But these strings, I would definitely recommend you give a try because they're totally worth it. They are worth giving these strings a try, and they're worth trying them out. And they're only like, I don't know, $7, something like that. Super affordable for an acoustic guitar string that will last a month, month and a half, maybe even 2-3 months, depending, like I said, on how you play. I don't gig with this guitar, so I play this guitar not a whole lot during the month, but I have been here lately. But depending on your gig ability, I guess what you want to say, the various times that you go out and play live, they may not last as long, but I believe that they will still feel very nice and smooth and nice under your fingers. And I love medium lights. I've switched to those, and some strings are hard to find medium lights. So a little tip that you can do for that, if you can't find a good medium light string, is just order the mediums and order 2 additional light gauge B and E strings from a different company. I know all kinds of companies have their own strings that are plain, and just get the plain ones in the lighter gauge, and you can swap those out if you need to. That way, if you ever need to break a string, if you ever break a string, you have some that are available. And you can recycle those strings. Some string companies, you can recycle them and get points towards getting more of those strings or whatever. Maybe you can even you're one of these people that make jewelry out of guitar strings. You can use that for the other strings that you have left over from the medium pack. But anyway, I digress. Please check these out. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I've got a lot more strings that I would like to review, like I said. At least 4 more that I can think of. Trying to figure out how to take that link off. At least 4 more not necessarily companies, but string reviews that I'd like to do. Okay, so definitely check this out, and we'll see you on the next video. Let me just go play out a little bit, and then we'll stop the video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. God bless, and keep creating. See you guys later.